Gordon Franco, I love your question so much I decided to do actually a video. And if I'm a little bit drunk, that's because I am drunk. That's how it is. Anyway, so your question was about Ghost in the Shell, and I haven't addressed this issue since maybe with the casting of Scarlett Johansson. So I wanted to address this issue about Ghost in the Shell and Scarlett Johansson being attached to it. Yes, I understand people's frustration about Scarlett Johansson being cast in Ghost in the Shell. She is, she isn't Makoto. She isn't Japanese or, kind of whitewashed in Hollywood. I will agree with that. However, Ghost in the Shell is a different property where Ghost in the Shell, you take a soul and you imprint it into a body. So you could actually say she was once Japanese and she just picked this body and she liked this body. So it doesn't necessarily, this could work. This could definitely work for Ghost in the Shell because it's not like Akira, where they're trying, Warner Brothers is trying to do a live adaptation of Akira. Because Akira is just, the names are Japanese and all of them are Japanese. But with Scarlett Johansson, even though she isn't Japanese, she's a name. And you gotta realize Hollywood wants to bring in the bucks. It's all about the money. But it's also about making a good film. So hopefully Warner Brothers, or whoever's making it, wants to make a great film. So Scarlett Johansson is a name. It's profitable. People go watch it. Example, Lucy. Lucy, in my opinion, wasn't that great, but it brought people in and made them pay money to watch her. And Scarlett Johansson, of course, is going to be in Civil War. She's Black Widow, so she's a name. Now, I will say this. I've said it in the first video I did when she was cast, and I'll say it again. Scarlett Johansson being the lead as Makoto is fine, because you translating anime into the big screen, you have to adjust. Because look at anime, it's over the top, it's crazy. Sometimes you can't translate that to the big screen, but sometimes you can. Even though Speed Racer was a big flop for Warner Brothers, it's still, people actually like that film. And also Dragon Ball Evolution was terrible, of course, but doesn't mean that Japanese production can make, just because they make a production like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. Look at Attack on Titan. That was Japanese produced and it was terrible. But I will give you one example that actually could work, and that's Edge of Tomorrow. And Edge of Tomorrow is based off a light novel / manga that's called All You Need is Kill. All You Need is Kill, and I picked this up at Modesto. This is a complete series, and this manga is amazing. This came, well, the light novel came before the movie, and then the manga, and then the movie came out, and that's with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Now, when I saw the movie, I didn't know All You Need is Kill. I didn't know it was based off a manga / or a light novel / manga. So when I watched the film, I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. Me and my friend were watching it, and it actually translated to the general audience, because my friend does not, watch anime, read manga, but he loved the shit out of the movie. And even though I'm not a Tom Cruise fan, he did a great job. And the source material, I went back, I saw some of the light novel, I read the manga, and it stays true to the source, but yet adjusting it to the big screen. And that's what you need for Ghost in the Shell. So if you want a preference, this is it. All You Need is Kill is based off is of course the source material that Edge of Tomorrow did, because Edge of Tomorrow is actually the first successful anime film, live adaptation film, because they're making a sequel, and Emily Blunt was amazing, Tom Cruise was awesome, the action sequences were great. That is what showcases a really developed studio, really put their money into it, really believed into it, and I believe Ghost in the Shell could do the same thing. And Ghost in the Shell, this is a different property, like I said. So with Scarlett Johansson being the lead role, you could do that. You could actually really do that. And you could actually say that, yes, she was Japanese her original body, but when they took her soul and put her into of course, a robot or whatever, how she is right now, that's the body she chose. So you could actually play around with that. But what I will say though, if this is really whitewashing, if the cast actually isn't diverse, if the cast is not diverse and it's all Americanized, then I do have a problem with it. I do have a problem with Hollywood whitewashing, so to speak, the cast. But if it's diverse and you do have a Japanese actors in other roles like Bato and everybody else, then I do accept the fact that Hollywood is trying something different for the lead role. Or not different, but they're casting Scarlett Johansson as the lead role because it makes... They want to bring people in, and in order to bring people in, they need a big name. And that should be good for anime fans, because you gotta realize anime, as much as it's awesome, not everybody loves it, and you want to bring in a audience that doesn't really know anything about anime or manga. So with Ghost in the Shell, if they hear Scarlett Johansson, they see the trailer and they're interested, they will go watch, and they won't realize that they're watching actually an anime adaptation. So, to answer your question, Gordon Franco, I understand how everybody feels. I understand the whitewashing aspect, but if you do it right, it could be successful. And if you have the other cast be diverse, like a Fast and the Furious, then it's okay with me. But if you have everybody being Americanized and whitewashed, then it's not okay with me. But I think bringing in Scarlett Johansson, a name, a big actress like her who will draw people in, that's good for the anime community and anime itself, even though a lot of people don't agree with the casting. But overall, I do think that Hollywood could make a... I think anime is the future of Hollywood. Just like more, you know, they have comics right now, they have everything else that's lined up, but anime is the future of adaptation. And all you need to do is read All You Need Is Kill and watch Edge of Tomorrow, and you will see how close the source material is from this to Edge of Tomorrow, and see how great of a film that was, well done and just fresh. It was very fresh when I first watched it. So I want to thank you, Gordon Franco. I know you've been watching me, I know you've been commenting all this time, but I wanted to address that issue, and I wanted to tell you as a video, because I haven't addressed this issue, that Ghost in the Shell, I agree, Scarlett Johansson, that's fine with me, that she is the lead actress, but if all the other actors are not diverse, then I have a problem with it. But if they are diverse, I'm all on board, because you gotta realize Hollywood is about making money, and that's actually good for the anime community. That means you'll have other properties coming into Hollywood and really getting the recognition they deserve. Akira, that is my favorite manga of all time. But I am willing the fact that they have to change some aspects from the manga to the big screen, because you have to do it. You have to do it. So I want to thank you guys for listening. This is my address to Ghost in the Shell, the casting, all the negativity towards it. People have different opinions to it, so I'd love to hear you guys' opinions down in the comment section. That's my opinion to it. I would love to reply to all you guys. I always reply to every single person who comments on my section, so good or bad. I know people have different opinions, and that's the point of my channel, is to see what people opinions are and to reply. So I want to thank you guys for listening, and don't forget to check out all my other videos, because I have other videos, not only anime, I have TV and movies. So Jungle Book was awesome, by the way. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. I am Dad Mega Daniel's son. Like I said, anime is the future if you let it be the future, but it has to be, the studio has to have love for the property. So Death Note on Netflix, I have thumbs up. Death Note on Netflix killing it. I'm looking forward to that. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Dan Mega, son.